out of this world. And the issues that people call in on, that we do rereads on and correct, happen on a regular basis for maybe a variety of reasons. We got old infrastructure, we got a bunch of meters out there who've gone past the million or so gallons that they're supposed to before they replace. So it's a myriad of moving parts. I would love to say that we had a plan that was gonna take care of all of it, but we're talking about fixing, the city's incorporated 50 years and has been here maybe 50 years before that, and we're looking at trying to fix all that. And I think, our guys, our staff have done an incredible job, but until you sit in there and you have to deal with all those people and go through that stuff with the staff, it's a lot of stuff to get taken care of.
But I don't think the council is, right now, I think we pretty much talk side to side, because the council is not in agreement of turning our department over to USW, and we also not in agreement to what we feel like we have the capacity to set ourselves for what the budget has right now. So hopefully by the time Monday comes, we could meet somewhere in the middle.
What's the difference? You have to tell me what are you not in agreement with, so I know what to do.
Well, the other thing too is council deliberates. Keep in mind, the USW contract, you talked about 12 months, it's not a 12-month contract. Council, do you remember offhand? I know it's a lot of information. I know we're on an extension now that y'all have been on me on, and now y'all talking about extending that one, so.
But we've been asking for workshops to have this conversation.
Yeah, council, are you there?
Yeah, I'm thinking it's, the initial draft, which, hasn't been approved, is like 3 years.
See, so we're looking, if we go that route, it's a 3-year commitment, not a 12-month commitment, so I just want y'all to have all that information.
The initial draft, we wouldn't take that initial draft anyway. That was an emergency contract. We were proposed to them. Currently, right now, we do not have to take the contract as is. We can say, hey, we only want to do this base contract for 1 year or even 2, doing these things. So right now, we understand that there's some things we have to do with TCEQ and USW. So we may not be able, but we are not required to bring their staff people on. So again, that's part of why we need to hire a director, someone who's qualified, who can balance and mirror what they're doing, because we should be using them for at least the next year, but maybe it may take 2. But I'd rather give up $42,000 than $300,000, $400,000 going into a contract with them. And so, I think we're almost there, but there were so many moving pieces. Even my question with software and computers, the changing the system out. We have Quick Water going to the AVR. Like, what does that cost? And I would recommend that we, even though it may be cheaper using their licenses, one of the issue is we want to maintain our intellectual property. We shouldn't give them all our customer base and our information, which is one of the reasons why it may cost us a little more, but we're still, in control. And so part of this is about making long-term decisions today, thinking that we want to be able to maintain our own direction. Now, we may need some help from them, but we should change in the system. How much does that cost? I think we got a number for them.
Yeah, we got $8,000 in here for that.
For that, and,
Right.
and then how much for the training, because we're gonna need training, and the issue is, the reason why I asked is, we can't just have Ms. Durham being the only person who's training and learning the system, which is why I asked, is there a contingent, the halftime person, is this gonna be a new person? Or are we doing this Ms. Cortez split half and half?
That's
It's
a new person, totally new person.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
a totally new person.
Okay, then.
Because again, and you're absolutely correct, Councilman, the issue is, what we're talking about, and I touched on it earlier, we're talking about situations that haven't been addressed for decades, and we're just now trying to get caught up. So how we approach them, but I totally disagree, and I think, Mr. Johnson, you gave Councilman this $42,000 with utilizing USW.
Right.
It's a
But
it's a lot more than that.
no,
Almost
but
misspoke
yeah,
and said
that's
something I shouldn't
only
have here.
that's what they on their contract. That's in their contract for their
Monthly
Monthly.
service.
service.
That's just the base 3,000 or so.
3,500.
Yeah, but
Right.
it costs in,
Well, no,
in
no,
terms
no.
of what they do.
The other cost is included in your,
Yeah, we have the
Repairs.
cost still in
yeah,
repairs. We have
it's
three
in,
hundred and
the
fifty
others
thousand
in
dollars
repairs,
in
it's in
repairs.
here.
We
It's in
would
here.
just, you
Well,
would
we-
just control it with the
Yeah, right.
director versus
Well,
having
we control
USW
that,
control it and saying,
Yeah,
we
you're
gonna
gonna,
fix
you're gonna have
this.
control over that. And then, you know, it's just giving them, when you still have them, what you're doing is, that repairs are being done under their umbrella, as opposed to you going out and getting someone else to do those repairs.
Well,
Okay, but for the purposes of setting your budget, you need to take a number, decide on the number, and if you enter into a contract with USW that's higher than that number, you come back in and you adjust your budget. And you know that at the time you enter into the contract. If you don't know that number today, you don't know that number today. And you can talk about it for 4 hours, but you're not gonna know that number tomorrow.
Thank you.
You need to pick a number that you're willing to spend, whether it's inside or outside, put it in your budget, and that's what you base your tax rate upon. You don't have to have the USW answer today.
I move that we use the proposed budget number that we have for the city of Prairie View as the numbers we'll look at for tomorrow.
All right, cool. I move that we adjourn.
That's good.
meeting adjourned.